when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take.
This thing. Hello, everyone. Hello. Can you guys hear me? I hope everyone's doing good. I don't know if you can hear me or if you can't. I hope everyone's doing really, really good. So what's today? Thursday? You guys know what I did? I scheduled this live stream all the way for January 12th. That's where I'm just like, don't even ask why I did that. It was an accident, which I planned on coming on here to talk about Shanquilla, but some things have came to my attention, so I'm going to come on here and address this really quick, and we will talk about Shanquilla tomorrow, because I do have a little bit more research to do, because this case is just like baffling, you guys. Like, it's baffling. I mean, you just don't know which direction it's going in, and I think the most thing that I'm worried about is Shanquilla going to get justice? Is she ever going to get justice? There's just so many things so many questions, right? Hey Foxy Bot. Hey Tina. Hey Gumby. Hey Nana Terry. Hey Leah. How are you, beautiful? Hey Erie. How are you, beautiful? Mom of Three. Hey Nikki Rainbow. It's good to see you guys all here. Al Capone's number one. What is that, Mall? AKA Liz. That's a long one, okay? Hey Phoenix, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, you got really confused. I was confused myself. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, I'm a scatterbrain. Ever since I've been trying to build up my TikTok, and it's kind of what I'm focused on, you know, because when you're trying to, it's hard to build. It's hard to build your channel. It's hard to build a social media platform. Ever since I have been trying to build over there and trying to work hard over there, I get so scatterbrained. Like, almost like I can't multitask or something. I'm glad everyone is here. I'm glad to see all of you guys. Thank you for being here. Hey Tia and y'all, I wanted you to know that my daughter is out of ICU and able to talk. She still has a long recovery. Thank you so much for your prayers. Oh my gosh, that is so, that is such a blessing to hear. I'm so happy. Mama of Six, I was praying for you. You were on my prayer list. I prayed for you that night, and I'm sure everyone else did. We are still here for you too. You can reach out to me anytime, but that is fantastic news. God is amazing. whatever you choose to believe in, whatever higher power you choose to believe in or pray to, God is good. Let's just say that. So thank God for that. Thank you for updating us on that too, sweetheart. Oh, I bet you are. I'm happy too. I'm so happy. That is a blessing. Okay, so you guys know I pick and choose my battles, right? That's just the way I've always been. I do not, hold on a second, you guys. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Wait, hold on. Let me turn this up a little bit. 1 second here. Sorry, you guys. My son needed me. I'm sorry. Okay. So you guys know that normally I'm not the type of person to address people, and I don't say names, especially people like the one I'm about to start mentioning without saying her name, because a lot of people do things for clout. They do everything for clout. Okay. Most people do. So here's what I am gonna say. Like, I will talk about people that I feel are doing horrible things, like the Tragedy Pimps, Bullhorn Betty, Molly Golightly, you know, people like that, or the Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, you know. But when it comes down to talking about people, if I have anyone who I'm cool with, okay, or I'm friends with, or I may have thought was a friend or considered as a friend, I say what the fuck I have to say and I move on. Okay. I don't continue to sit there and talk about them or say, I drag things on and on and on and on, because I don't give a fuck about you. In no way, shape, or form do you affect my life. Okay. I am the type of person that knows how to move on with my life. I'm not going to continue to talk about somebody because how does that benefit me? It doesn't. How does that help me? It doesn't. It's low vibrational. Okay. And talking about somebody and speaking dirt on somebody does not help me as a human being. Okay. It doesn't help me become a better person. However, if I know that I'm being lied on, absolutely, I will say what I have to say to defend myself or defend somebody that I feel needs defending. However, I still know how to speak and move on. I don't dwell on things. I look at it like I'm always the type that can look at somebody and say, I hope you have an amazing, beautiful life. Good luck to you and any and everything that you do. And I move it on. I keep it moving. Okay. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people just don't know how to do that. So here's what I'm going to say. I don't care what you think of me, but if you're going to call somebody out for being a hypocrite, you need to look, and I mean, you need to take a long fucking look in the mirror before you're calling somebody else a hypocrite, okay? Because at the end of the day, I don't watch this person because I don't care about this person. I haven't watched her since the day she was no longer a mod. And I'm not going to watch her because I don't care to watch her. Okay? I moved on. I'm sorry that you don't know how to move on. But here's what I will say. Anyone who can sit here and call somebody a hypocrite, right? You better take a long look in the mirror because there are people who have been blatantly blasted for racism, okay? Yet here you are in their chat. Here you are trying to obviously build your channel. Let's be real here. That's what you're trying to do. In their chat, chatting it up with them, but yet you stand against racism, right? You would never be that type of person, even though you singled out 2 Black women for being homophobic. Okay. You singled out 2 Black women purposely for being homophobic just because they disagree with something that you say. But at the end of the day, here you are supporting somebody who literally was blasted for racism. So if you want to call somebody a hypocrite, you need to take a good long look at yourself. Because I am not a hypocrite. I know how to look at things logically. I know how to look at things critically. And I also know, which is very, very important here, I also know common sense. I also have common sense, which is some things that people lack these days. People will hate and hate, but they are jealous and acting out like children. Exactly, Fatima. Exactly. Do your thing, boo. Like if it makes you feel better to talk about me, go ahead. That doesn't faze me any. But what I will say is, I'm not saying any names. What I will say is that you want to call somebody a hypocrite, but yet you were that person who stood you stood against racism, and you were 100% against racism, and all of a sudden, yet here you are supporting somebody who has been blatantly blasted for racism. So if you want to call somebody else a hypocrite, you better take a damn good look at yourself. Okay? Before you judge anybody else, look at yourself. Let's start off with that. I don't talk about you because I don't care to talk about you. It doesn't benefit me to talk about you. I wish you well. I hope everything works out with you and your channel. Okay? And that's it. And your life and your family and everything. I wish you nothing but the best. But Because you can't do the same, all that does is show me, okay, that you're bitter. Okay, obviously. Those are things that you need to work out with yourself. And like I said, you need to make your accusations make sense, because if you're going to call somebody a hypocrite, make sure you're not a hypocrite. Very simple. Secondly, hold on, let me read some of these comments here. Sorry, I'm late, but I have three kids, two of which aren't listening at this point in time. Fatima, I know all about that because I've been there. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Johnny, that's a beautiful pic of you. Yes, that is a very, very beautiful picture. Sorry, you guys. Now, this was called to my attention by a friend. And among the things that she has told me, which I appreciate it, it's just a couple things that I wanted to address. So that's what I will start off by saying. If you're going to call somebody a hypocrite, she better make it make sense. Okay? You are the hypocrite. You've been the hypocrite. Okay? That's just blatant. And it's very blatantly obvious now. Obviously, you're definitely not a person that stands up against racism, right? I'm used to it. Been around people like that my whole fucking life. I already know how the game works. I didn't understand why you were called a racist. I'm a racist. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So, no, not you, Phoenix, sweetheart. No. So, anyways. Hold on, right? So you have been doing parent duty for the two of you. Hopefully, we will be able to see her soon. I will pray for him to also get well so he can see her. It must be killing him. Hold on, did I miss a comment? Okay, I will read my text messages. Sorry, there's some comments that I'm missing, you guys. Because sometimes they go fast.
Just tell every damn thing. I'm glad I ain't never committed no crime with y'all asses. Y'all have both of us in prison. Shit, y'all go before the judge, and judge don't even have to ask you, and you just start telling shit. But you ain't finna tell on me. Blocking, deleting. I'm gonna just jump on here right fast because Mr. Henry's in the shower. See, usually people tell on me.
What is this? Here.
Can I get back? Now y'all telling Mr. Henry, what's he gonna do? Nothing. Not anything else. But I'm gonna tell you this.
Okay.
I got a trick for y'all's asses. I'm gonna block and delete every day on one of y'all. Y'all talk to me.
Oh, for Christ's sake, please. All right. Thank you for sending that to me. Some for me. I have notifications on, but don't get them. So I try to check to see if Tia is live. You see, now I'm going to have to talk to YouTube about that because I'm sorry that you're not getting any. I've heard that from several people. So I'm sorry about that. Okay. So let me finish here. Okay. So, like I said, I don't talk about this person. I spoke what I had to speak and defended myself against the accusations that were being made, and I kept it moving because at the end of the day, I saw how a person was. You know, that's the thing about being a creator here, you guys. As a creator, you are going to meet people who are not what they claim to be. You are going to meet people who try to orchestrate drama. You are going to meet people who try to incite chaos and all of those things when things are not going their way. And all I'm saying is that I spoke what I had to spoke. I spoke what I had to say. Hey, science girl, how are you, beautiful? It's good to see you. I said what I had to say and I kept it moving because at the end of the day, I don't have time for that. Okay. I don't have time to sit here on my channel and speak of someone who has no relevancy in my life, period. They just don't. I know the type of person that I am, and all I ask for is honesty. And I ask that if you have something to say, you need to say it to me. Don't try to set me up to do it. And if you want something done, do it yourself. If you want something done a specific way, then you need to do it yourself. Okay. But if you're going to walk around calling people a hypocrite, you better be real careful about that because you're only making yourself look stupid. Because the only one who's a hypocrite is that person that you stare at in the mirror every day. Okay. You can't, well, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But when you are calling somebody a hypocrite, like I said, make it make sense. Because at the end of the day, yes, there was a live stream that I did that pretty much was sent to me. I never seen the live stream before. I played the live stream. I didn't play the whole thing because things were getting carried away in the chat, or so I thought there was things getting carried away in the chat. And I have said what I have to say about Amber. I don't like the things that Amber does. I don't like the things that Amber says. I don't like the homophobic slurs that she has said about Mallory. I've said those things, okay? But in that same sense, I'm not going to publicly condemn her. And if I do call her out, I'll do it when I get good and fucking ready. And I hope we're clear about that. I don't have to do it. I'm not on anybody else's time but my own. And I'll do what I want to do, when I want to do, how I want to do it, anytime I want to do it. And it ain't nobody going to tell me different. Okay? I don't like the things that Amber says there, she does. I really truly feel like Amber doesn't think sometimes before she speaks, but that's beside the point. I choose who I want to call out, and that's who I'll fucking call out when I want to. Period. So, but if you're going to call somebody a hypocrite just because they didn't call somebody out the way you wanted them to, you need to take a good long look in the mirror and also look up the definition of hypocrite, because that's not what the fuck it is, for one. And for two, look at yourself. Because for a person who has been blatantly saying the N-word, all of those things, and you are supporting that person, I don't give a fuck what you do. Support whoever you want to support, but you better think twice before my name comes out of your mouth. Okay? Because I will give it to you just way harder than you give it to me. Let's be clear on that. Because, like I said, you are the one who is so against racism, right? Anybody who's against racism would not align themselves with somebody who has said racist things. Period. Period. And that's it. There is plenty enough drama in the real world for anyone to try to stir up trouble online and start fights, etc. It's the way the cookie crumbles on here. Tia Simone, stand tall. They will learn their bullying doesn't work on you and you aren't going anywhere. No, I'm not. You can try. It's never going to work. Okay. Been there, done that. I've been through very, very tough times throughout my life. And I have fought hard, especially as a Black woman, to be where I'm at, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Okay. And we all know how harder it is for Black creators to thrive here on YouTube. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. Secondly, here's how being a creator works, okay? Real friends do not try to control you. Exactly. And that's all it is. And ain't nobody in their motherfucking right mind will ever control this bitch right here. Period. I know I keep saying period. I'm in one of those kind of moods, you guys, where I'm saying period. Period. Nobody can control me. I am the type of person where I do show people grace. Sometimes more than I should, but and I'm talking about people who are two-faced and things like that, but I do show people grace. There's sometimes where I do bite my tongue, as far as if somebody does something really, really horrible to me or something like that, or I see somebody do a snake move. Sometimes I don't say anything because I'm just watching the way that you move. That's just the way I am. But one thing that I will say is that here's how being a creator works, okay? So when I first became a creator, I got monetized probably not when I first became a creator. So I first started really, really being consistent about 1.5 years ago. And I never, ever, ever wanted to do members. I never wanted to do members. Because I just, I never wanted to, you know? And then finally one of, you know, past friends was like, Tia, you work hard, you put a lot into your channel, you invest, all those things. There's nothing wrong with having memberships. So I started memberships. When the holidays has come near, ever since I started memberships, it's always been a struggle for me when it comes to content when it's members only, because it's a back and forth with me, you guys, because I feel like I want everybody to see my content, but I also know that things should be special for members as well. And I try to do that with like posting pictures that only you guys can see, personal things, stuff like that. However, I'm not a perfect human being by any means. Okay. Why are you concerned about what the fuck I do when it comes to my memberships? Focus on your own fucking channel and what you do on your channel. Why the fuck you worried about mine? That's a question that you should ask yourself. But to sit there and talk about what I do for my members and what I don't do for my members and how I never, first of all, that's not the first time I've heard that, even when you were saying it behind my back. Okay. 1, 2, as a creator, you invest in your channel, you pay for StreamYard, you come up with content, all of these things, and people choose to become a member to do the best of their ability to support you. Okay? That's what being a creator is all about. I know, Kelly. Trust me, it's nothing that, don't worry about it, sweetie. It's nothing that thank you, Phoenix. I agree with SG. Hold on. I didn't even get to read SG's comments. Yes. SG's always on point. Like, she is very straight up with me at all times. Like, she keeps it real with me. She doesn't sugarcoat things for me. I've liked her from the very beginning. And like I said, I may not like everything that she does. Okay. And she may not like everything that I do. There may be times that she looks at me like, Tia, you should be going off on that bitch. Okay. But I'm a different person than her. That's what's beautiful about the world. Everybody is their own unique person, right? And I just adore SG. I always have. I like to show people grace, and I would hope that she would do the same for me. So, who on earth was saying that in a channel? Is that the Amber person? Don't know who that is or what her channel is. I think people that are invested in the creator expect the creator to side with them. It's weird. I would never want that in a creator, first of all. You see, I think that is something that is definitely very obvious. How do I put this? If and when any of you choose to become a creator, if you're not already a creator, and I think Science Girl can vouch for me on this as a creator, and there's other creators here. If you choose to become a creator on your channel, if a person like is a member of your channel, and say a person gives you super chats, almost like what Molly did to me, you guys. Remember when Molly kept complaining about how she gave me $100 super chat? So because she gave me that $100 super chat, I wasn't supposed to say anything against her. Okay. I was supposed to stick by her in whatever it was that she said. Okay. I wasn't supposed to go public. I wasn't supposed to go public and prove her wrong about anything. Right. I think that happens with some people too. And I've heard a lot of creators, including bigger creators than me, say this to me before. This one creator told me, and she was going through this. She's like, sometimes I adore, my members and, people who choose to send super chats. It's always a blessing to get super chats, because it helps. It is an investment as a creator to maintain a channel. It is. So, especially when you are trying to do things the right way. You know what I mean? So this one creator had told me that there was this one member of her channel, and this member would always give her super chats and was a member of her channel. But in a lot of ways, because she was a member of this creator's channel, it's like she dictated to this creator how things should be and how things shouldn't be, and would get mad if this creator had something going on and she had to maybe cancel a live stream, or she was going through tough times and she wasn't able to come live or something like that. This particular subscriber would be pissed off and would message her all the time behind the scenes saying, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And would threaten her and say, I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop sending you super chats, and would almost verbally attack her, because it was like this subscriber thought in her head that she owned this creator. Now, sometimes it can be like that. Some people think that if they are a supporter of yours, and they may get close to you or whatever, and because maybe they give you super chats and because they're a member of your channel, they think you're supposed to do whatever it is they want you to do. There are some people who think like that. And I'm not saying that about any of you guys, but there are people who think like that. If you don't do what they want you to do, it's like, you know what? Fuck you. Oh, I hate my voice. Like, fuck you. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? If someone wants a hug box, they need to find it somewhere else. Oh, that's gonna be good for him.
I'll go before the judge, and judge don't even have to ask you, and you just start telling shit. But you ain't finna tell on me. Blocking, believe me.
Okay.
Because Mr. Henry's in the shower. See, usually people tell on me. They tell 6 times.
Hold on 1 second, you guys.
Now y'all telling Mr. Henry. What you gonna do? Next time. But I'm gonna tell you that When I find out what y'all damn screen names is, I got a trick for y'all asses. I'm gonna block and delete every damn one of y'all.
Hold on.
Just tell everything. I'm glad I ain't never committed no crime with y'all asses. Y'all have both of us in prison. Look, y'all go before the judge, and judge don't even have to ask you, and you just start telling shit. But you ain't finna tell them me. Blocking, deleting. I'm gonna just jump on here right quick fast because Mr. Henry's on the
Okay. I need to read something real quick here.
And I get done. Now y'all telling Mr. Henry, what she gonna do? Nothing. Not no thing. But I'm gonna tell you this. When I find out what y'all damn screen names is, I got a trick for y'all asses. I'm gonna block
Okay.
everything.
So anyway, like I said,
Just tell everything.
okay. Yeah, because I was wondering because I seen that on here. Yeah, I fixed it. Well, I can't fix it, but I'm going to message her and tell her. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why. Hold on.
Because Mr. Harris in the shower. See, usually people tell on me. They tell TikTok. And I get done. Now y'all telling Mr. Harris.
Okay. So anyway. But yes, this person was like kind of dictating. There are some people who you may meet as a friend or you may think is your friend. And if you don't do what they want you to do, they're against you. Or if some people just don't have the ability to look at things from both aspects. Some people just don't have that ability. So as far as a creator is concerned, I am a work in progress. Okay. I am doing the best I can. You guys already know because I tell you guys a lot. Even with my personal life, I tell you guys a lot. And there's a reason for that. Because when I come on here, I feel like I'm with a lot of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? So when I come on here, it's very easy for me to confide. You guys already knew the things that I was going through on the during the holidays, but I am a work in progress. I don't have time to constantly be on YouTube. I'm doing the best I can to try to manage my time the best way that I can so that I can have that free time to be able to do more members only lives and more members only videos, things like that, vlogs, stuff like that. But I am a work in progress, and it's not easy to manage those things when you also manage a household, when you also manage not only your YouTube, but you're trying to manage other social media platforms as well. So for someone like that person to sit there and be judgmental about what it is that I do and don't do, why are you so worried about me? Worry about your damn self. Because I don't talk about you. I don't care about you. I moved on with my life. I suggest you do the same. Because the only person who is a hypocrite is yourself. And there is nothing that you can say to manipulate your way out of it because it is very blatant. There ain't a person here on this earth, unless I was able to talk to that person, saying that if a person has a racist past, unless I'm able to talk to that person and say to that person, because like I told you guys, I have had friends in the past because of the way that they grew up and things like that. Okay. But it was from their past, not a year ago, not 2 years ago. I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. But for you to sit there and call somebody a hypocrite, that is very, very hypocritical of you. Okay. I see that all the time when I go to other channels on their mod or their mods totally kiss the creator's ass. Yes. And don't get me wrong. Like, I'm always flattered when you guys give me compliments. It means a lot to me, which is why all women are beautiful, in my opinion. Every woman is uniquely beautiful in her own unique way, except for Megamouth, except for her, except for racists, bigots, homophobics, transphobics. Yes, those people, hateful people, no. But I'm talking about great people such as yourselves. You're beautiful. So I always love the compliments that you guys give. It means a lot to me. But at the end of the day, that's not what I come on my channel for. I come on my channel because I enjoy doing this. This is my passion. This is what God put me here to do. And it is to be an inspiration to women, not just women, but Black women. It is to show women how beautiful they are, not only on the inside, but the outside as well. And whatever shape you are, whatever size you are, whatever, skinny, thicker, heavier, fat, whatever. Every woman is uniquely beautiful in her own way. It is to be an influence, to be an inspiration. That's what I was put here to do. That's what my mother was. And it's just me carrying on her legacy. So this is my passion. So I enjoy what I do. I was built for this shit. God has brought me here, and this is what my journey is. So I don't come on here to, have my ego boosted or anything like that. I come on here because I like talking with you guys. I like hearing you guys' opinions. I like having discussions with you guys. I like doing commentary. It's like I'm talking to just a whole bunch of friends, and I want this to be a safe place for people to come here and express their opinions and not be judged. So, like I said, it's all a work in progress. But I don't come on here for you guys to say, oh my God, Tia, you're this. Oh my God, Tia, you're that. Blah, 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 blah. Don't get me wrong. I love the compliments, but that's not why I come on here. People need to remember racism is a learned behavior and is most likely instilled as a child. People can grow and change. Your post does not dictate the person you are today. You can be different. I agree. You can definitely be a different person than you were, or how you were raised. To live is to suffer. To suffer. To survive is finding meaning in the suffering. Wow, I like that. I can't pronounce that, but Nishisi, that's what you have been put here to do, Tia, to help us all find meaning in our suffering. Oh, that is just beautiful. I love that. I gotta write this down. That is Foxybot, you have such an amazing way of expressing yourself. I really love and respect that about you. I don't know if you're like an author or a poet or something like that, but this is absolutely beautiful. And it's exactly the words that I'm trying to convey, and it's not coming out right. That was beautiful, Foxybot. Thank you for that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, excuse me, if you want to contact me behind the scenes and know this person's name, you're more than welcome to. But I'm not going to give people what they want. I won't do it. Okay? Especially because I don't talk about this person. I don't talk about her. I moved on. So there's no reason for me to talk her name now. Just know that my name was brought up yet again on, a recent live stream of hers today, and I'm only coming on here to address this because why are you so worried about me? Worry about your damn self. Period. Because here's what I tell you, that this whole thing could have turned out so differently. And let me tell you how it could have. It could have turned out differently if you would have had that thought in your head that I cannot fuck with this girl. I cannot fuck with this woman. Period. If you would have kept that in your head, everything would have been just fine. But it's just true. It's just true. That's all it is. You send me a video, in your brain, you wanted me to call somebody out the way that you wanted me to do it, and that's not the way that it works. What?
She done fucked up. She done fucked up.
First off, what kind of friend, okay, puts you on the spot, sends you a video, okay, and I'm doing commentary on the video. I stopped the video because in my head, I'm thinking that there's some horrible things going on in the chat, right? And it really wasn't even that bad. But anyways, if you, let's just say somebody like Erie comes to me and says, hey, Tia, I have this video that I want you to see, and I want you to tell me your opinion. That I respect, because you're talking to me behind the scenes. You're coming to me and you're saying, hey, I want you to watch this video. Hey, how about, because at the end of the day, I'm the type of person where if I watch this video behind the scenes, because I didn't watch the video. So if I watch the video behind the scenes of a person that's making homophobic slurs, racist slurs, whatever it is, I would have said, hey, you want to come on and do commentary on this live stream with me? But don't ever put me on the spot. Don't ever. This is my channel. I run shit here. So don't ever think that you can just send me a video, and because I'm not calling a person out the way that you want them to be called out, I'm a hypocrite. That's not the way it works, sweetheart. It's just not. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Tia, you have a story with what you have gone through. That story will help people. Your strength that got you through it, your vulnerability dealing with it, will make people not feel alone. Thank you so much for that, FoxyBot. And you're right. You're absolutely right. This was the chat when we were talking about Mallory versus Amber, FYI. Yes. Remember when we were talking about Mallory? And this is actually, the video was actually about Megamouth. And I called out Mallory, and then a video was sent to me about Amber. And I had not seen that video yet. All I know is that Amber did come in the chat. Amber did come in the chat. And when she came in the chat, I said, I do not like the things that you said. You do not have to say these things to get your point across. There are so much things, so many different things that you can say about Mallory as a person. You don't have to make fun of her, who she is. You don't have to make fun of her and bully her in that way for being a transgender woman, because she does so many things. Obviously this woman has a character flaw. Obviously Mallory does. So you can talk about those things. I said what I had to say, and I kept it moving. But regardless, I'm just trying to tell you guys that if you're going to call somebody a hypocrite, make it make sense. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you are the last person. And to be honest with you, I don't care what you do. I have nothing to do with you anymore. You have nothing to do with me. So therefore, you can talk to, be whoever you want to. I don't care. That's your business. But if you're going to call me a hypocrite, take a look at yourself, because you're looking pretty bad right now. So please don't talk about that you are a any way near shape stand for Black people and things like that, because there's no way you would be ever associate with somebody like that. Just got here, work, blah. I know who you are talking about because one of them heifers hid my message and I had no clue why. Really? Hey, son. Let it all out today, Tia. Get it out of your system and keep climbing to the top as you were. Thank you, Erie. Yes, I'm not going to talk about this. Is ridiculous. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I really, really don't. I am trying to focus on the bigger picture here. And the bigger picture is that there are people out here that are doing horrible, horrible things to victims and victims' families. I don't have time for this shit. I really, really don't. And you guys know I don't. And to the person that made a fake account on IG, okay, took my picture off of IG and made a fake account as me, and it's directed to a porn site. Thanks for the free promo. Okay. Thank you. You're not hurting me. You're only hurting your fucking self. Okay. Just to let you know. Thank you so much for the free promo, for getting me out there even more than I already am. Thank you. So if you are following me on Instagram, just know that if somebody messages you, or thank you. Shout out to the people that reached out to me too so quickly and alerted me about it. If somebody reaches out to you and says that they're me, it's not me. Okay. What is wrong with people, man? Marshmallow, please tell me. I have no fucking clue. People are disgusting. They're disgusting. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and say, if you got it, flaunt it. That's on you. I'm not secure enough in my body to do something like that. I'm trying to get there, you guys. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, to try to get more body positivity, because I don't know if you guys know this. I used to be anorexic. So it's something that I've struggled with throughout my life since I was younger. So I am trying to get to a place to where I see my body as, beautiful. The same as I say to you guys, all shapes and sizes are beautiful, no matter what. It's just hard for me to say that to myself. We are our own worst critic. So yes, I struggled with that, and it's a daily struggle, you guys. I'll struggle with it for the rest of my life. And I'm just not confident enough to do that. But I'm not going to say if I was a confident bitch, I probably would do it. How about that? What normally happens is that people are bullies. I think they can say what they want behind a keyboard, but the problem is they're actually counts in real life, face to face. Exactly. Like if I'm all for saying stuff face to face. I'm all for that shit. Cowards. I need to turn on autocorrect. We know what you mean though, Becca, and it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yes, Ari, I don't care too much, but I do remember that night. Can you tell me what What comment was deleted of yours, babe? Selena? And I'm sorry that a comment was deleted of yours. Do you know what you said? Do you remember? I'm sorry. Do you remember what you said, babe? How dare they do that to my Selena? Let me see here. Read some comments. Tia, I need to go. I have an early day tomorrow. Thank you all. Thank you, Mama of Six, and you will continue to be in my prayers. And please, please, please reach out to me if you need me. Good night, and I hope you have a good night's sleep, sweetheart. And we're still praying. Tia, I'm here for you in regards to your eating disorder. I was told by doctors I should open a house for eating disorders like that lady in Canada who was ahead of her time and helps people. That would be awesome if you did that. I'm usually pretty open about that. I thought I told you guys. Did I tell you guys before? I may not have. Because it was a while ago when I said it, but yes, it's something I've struggled with for a long time. That's why, what is that one girl's name? You guys, I cannot, and I used to watch her sometimes. Eugenia, is it Eugenia Cooney, if I'm not mistaken? I can't watch her, you guys. Like, it triggers the fuck out of me. Like, I can't watch her. I'm sorry. I know the internet is for everybody, but I really, truly feel so horrible for that girl. I was thinking of doing a live stream about that. I don't know if you guys be interested, but I don't even know if I can do it. My heart breaks for her. Breaks for her. I literally just came in and I said something about leaving the room because I didn't know whose chat I was in. I think whoever took it wrong. Oh, okay. So it wasn't in my chat though, Selena, that happened to you, was it? It was somewhere else. Yes, Eugenia triggers me bad, Eerie. Commander, love you. That's okay. I'm just happy to see you, Commander. I even apologized and said that I didn't mean anything by it, and one of them said, "It's okay, Selena," with a heart. So this happened in my chat then, Selena. This was a while ago. Oh, I love me some Commander. I love all you guys though. Yes, Eugenia. I was, my heart aches for her. Like, and I can't imagine how many people she triggers. You know, anorexia is a huge issue. You know, it's a huge problem in this world. And, you know, all the people that watch her, she has so many subscribers. And every time I watch her, I get so triggered. And you want to know, and I'll just give you a little bit in the mind of a person who has anorexia, you guys. When I look at Eugenia Cooney, that was, I don't know how to explain this. When I look at her, there are certain parts like I have to stop myself from thinking like this, though. I have to stop myself. But her arms, I was very, very picky about my arms when I had anorexia. And when I see her arms, that's why it triggers me. I can't watch her because I'll look at her arms and I'll still sometimes in the back of my head, you can't stop it, you guys, because that's what anorexia is. It's a disease. It's a mental disorder. It's like body dysmorphia. So when I look at her arms still in the back of my head, I'll think to myself, wow, I wish my arms were that skinny. It's triggering. I cannot watch her. And I think she is somebody that I feel it's blatantly obvious that she is going through something. Allegedly, in my opinion, she should not be on the internet. That's just my opinion, though. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You're welcome, Commander. We love you. Tia, in all sincerity, you have a beautiful body, Eugenia. I heard in a clinic or hospital receiving therapy, which is a good thing, but I don't think she belongs on the internet. No, I don't. I just don't. And I hate to say that. I think she should get help and then come back. You know, I'm not saying permanently off the internet. It's not her fault what she's going through. I think that's some people, some of the mean things that they say to her, that needs to stop too, because that's not helping her. People think, and this is real, you guys. This is just the reality. People think when they say to Eugenia Cooney, when they go on her live stream on Twitch, or when they say it in the comments, when they say to her, "Oh my God, you're all skin and bones. You look horrible." Do you not know that that is a compliment for somebody who has anorexia? It's a compliment. We love to hear that. I used to love to hear that shit. I used to love it when my mom used to say, you know, your bones are poking out in your chest. I liked that. That just gives you a little glimpse into the eyes of somebody who goes through that on a daily basis. It's a daily struggle. So all I'm saying is that it's obvious that there's some, you know, she has something going on and she just does not belong on the internet. Go and get yourself better and then come back. Because I think she's a really, really nice girl. I used to watch her from time to time, and I watch her makeup tutorials. I love how different she is. I love the way she does her makeup. It wasn't a big deal at all, Tia. I just knew the person that you were talking about because I feel like they were just offended by anything that anyone was saying without thinking first. Amen, Selena. I really truly feel like I found my tribe. Amen. Like, I understand, you guys. This is the internet. People are going to get offended. Just like, you guys know that short that I posted, right? Where, and this happens, I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. The short that I posted where I was standing there and I was pretending like it was a recording, and in the recording, the guy was like, "Fucking listen to me. You act like you can't listen to me." And in caption, it said, "When you take your man's credit card and spend too much at Ulta." You should seen how many comments I deleted of people who were offended by that short. There were people who were literally like, "How could you do that to him? How could you ruin your relationship like this?" I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? This is a joke. This is a skit. This is a short. What don't you get? Then, when I posted the Christmas short of me singing to my son saying, "You ain't getting shit for Christmas. You don't," all that stuff. It was fun. It was something that my 12-year-old was in on. Not at first, he wasn't, though. He was surprised at first. But the point is, it was a joke. And people in the comment section were like, "Oh my God, I feel so bad for him. Are you really?" I'm like, this is a joke. You guys are insane. I'm sorry, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. Like, it's a short. It's entertainment. It's strictly for you guys' entertainment. How could you get offended by this? How could you not look at this and laugh the way you seen the look on his face? That was all acting. My son got freaking 2-3 pairs of Jordans, for goodness sakes. He gets everything. He has everything. They're spoiled. Spoiled little brats. Well, he really does need to get his grades together, or else he's not going to get one more thing that he wants. He's not going to get if he don't get his grades together. And that's just the truth. But I'm just saying, you guys, people get so offended. I've never seen anything like it. And I get it. Times are different now. And I try to be sensitive towards people and the things that they're going through. But in the same sense, sometimes things can be overly dramatized and people can get a little bit too carried away. Hi, Nikki Rex. It's good to see you. Same to you, sweetheart. I hope you have the best New Year ever, sweetheart. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Tia, no one understood why I felt bad for the girl that was anorexic and pregnant and allegedly Cade her baby. I knew her anorexia played a huge part in, wow. And that would play a huge part too, Foxybot. Eugenia is very triggering. You are right. Her community kind of enables it too. They do. They do. I think I have an eating disorder too. I think it is called a seafood disorder. I eat everything I see, especially John. Me too, Becca. I love that. Me too. It wasn't a big deal. Okay, I read that. I'm listening and ready to cry. I'm sorry, Nash Cash 22. I don't mean to make you cry. I thought that was hysterical. That was the point. I just wanted to make you guys laugh. It was a joke. It wasn't, of course we would never do that to our kid. And if we were to do it, I assure you, we wouldn't do it on the internet. It was a song. It was meant to be a funny skit and people were offended by it. People just get offended over, a lot of things. But here's one thing I will say is I'm not about to show sensitivity to anybody, especially if they're not showing sensitivity to me. And that's just real. But when I looked in the chat that night, I was told that there was, nothing but like a lot of homophobic comments, all kinds of stuff. And when I looked back myself, and I'll always do that because you learn as a creator. You're a work in progress. I promise you. And what I learned is that you have to go back and look at things for yourself. You can't take people's word for things because everything can be misconstrued. People sometimes have bad intentions. So you have to go look at things yourself. And when I went and looked, yes, there were people that were making very condescending statements. There were people that were making very bad remarks. However, it was nowhere near as bad as it was made out to be. And I felt like it was almost being incited. It was almost like people, it's hard to explain. I felt like it was made to look like that. And to me, that is inciting hate. I don't play that shit, especially with the people that I care about, especially with the people that are in my chat, that are supportive of me, that are taking the time out of their day to watch me. And here I am going at my chat saying, who's making these kind of remarks? And it wasn't even nowhere near close to that. And this has always been a rule in my fucking chat. People have 3 chances, 3 strikes, you're out. Sorry, you guys, I accidentally pressed mute. 3 strikes, you're out. Okay. It's always been like that. What made that night any different from any other night? That's what I'm saying. I'm not stupid. I peep game. I know how things work, and I don't play that shit. Period. Because at the end of the day, I'm a creator. I worked hard to get to where I am. It is very, very hard to thrive here on YouTube, period, especially for Black women. There are already people trying to bring me down. Okay. And that's what I mean by not being sensitive towards my issues. Why should I be sensitive towards your issues when you're not sensitive towards mine? And the fight and the struggle that I have to go through every day as a Black woman, period. So those things are important to me. I will forever try to be the best ally that I can be for the LGBTQ plus community. But do I make mistakes? Absolutely. Absolutely. But if I'm blatantly telling someone how I feel and how I think it's wrong that they're saying homophobic comments, they shouldn't be saying those things, that should be enough. That should be enough. And if you don't like the way that that's being done, you have your own mouth, you have your own channel, take your ass over your channel and blab away. And if I was cool with you, I'd be over there to support you. But no, I don't play the whole manipulative, trying to pretty much set me up to do what you wanted me to do. I don't play that shit. And I never will. People always have to be the victim. People always have to make themselves look like, well, here I am just trying to do this, and here I'm condemned for it. Let's be clear here. You started talking about me. I never said a damn thing about you until you started having my name in your mouth. I don't talk about people that don't talk about me. So when you start saying things about me, I have a right to defend myself. But people always want to be the victim. People always want to look like, poor me, everything's just being done to me. Everything's just being done to me. I'm the one who did this, and I'm just this stand-up person, and this person is a hypocrite, and she didn't do this, and she didn't do that, so therefore she's not an ally for the LGBTQ plus community. But here I am. I'm doing everything to fight for this. I'm doing everything to fight for that, but yet here you are supporting a racist. Make it make sense. The mom came out of you that night. I remember I barely even wrote in chat because I got off topic and too sensitive, and to a sensitive one at that. Right, Ari. It did. It really became very sensitive, and I wanted to shut it down and talk about what we were supposed to be talking about, which was Mega Mouth. That's who we were supposed to be talking about. That was what the live was about. And then it got deflected to Mallory, and then it got deflected to Amber, and then it just went on and on and on. I'm glad I was able to catch some of the live. Have a wonderful night, beautiful ladies. Thank you so much for being here, Tiffany. Happy New Year. I hope to see you again. And you're beautiful. Thanks, sweetheart, for being here. My phone is dying, but I'm still listening. Thank you, Fatima. It's okay, Phoenix. Thank you for being here, Phoenix. They can go be fake and trifling to each other over there. I see who they are now. Thank you, Commander. But Commander's seen it from the beginning. Commander was on point from the beginning. You want to know what Commander did? Okay. Here's something that people don't know how to do. Let me tell you real quick what Commander did. Commander, I don't know what to call you, but I'm just going to say what Commander did is Commander went to both chats, listened to my side, listened to the other person's side, and then went back and saw for theirself. They went and watched the whole live stream and said, wait a minute, this is being way misconstrued. That's what happened with that. And that's what people should do. If you ever have any questions about things that people say, go back and look for yourself. You'll find out everything that you need to know. I don't care if someone is black, white, red, or purple. I don't care if someone is trans, gay or straight. Either I like you for who you are or I don't like you for who you are. Amen. So the argument in that chat, yep. Hold on, let me read what my Commander said. Yep, went back again and lurked on several lives, and they're fake even with each other. Commander, you see, this is why I love you. You're just, I love you so much I can't stand you. I really cannot. Get out of my chat. No, just joking. You are absolutely right, Becca, because here's the thing. Here's the big dilemma that was in that chat, okay? The dilemma in that chat that night was Amber made homophobic comments about Mallory, okay? And it was definitely provoked because Mallory started talking about Amber first, right? So Amber retaliated and started saying things towards Mallory, and they were homophobic things that she should never, I'm sorry, homophobic, transphobic, obviously, mostly. She was making homophobic slurs, things like that to Mallory, right? But however, Mallory made transphobic comments to Amber. And obviously Amber is she's a woman, you know what I'm saying? So, and they're both women, but obviously Mallory is a transgender woman. So Mallory was saying things about Amber. Amber should not have said transphobic comments about Mallory, but she did. And the argument in the chat was both of them should be spoken about. Both of them should be called out because both of them were wrong. And from the judgmental side of things, I can't stay to catch up. I noticed you were live and I haven't been around these streets much the last 6 weeks as life has kept me super busy, but just wanted to send some New Year's blessings. Thank you so much for being here, Nikki. I miss you. I hope to see you again. I hope you have an amazing, amazing New Year full of love, health, wealth, prosperity, growth, all that good shit. And I hope to see you again because I really, really miss seeing you. So have a good night. And while you're busy, make sure that you're taking time out for yourself, okay? But take that up with Amber. You're not Amber, thank God. Exactly. So that was the whole dilemma. Everybody in the chat just had a difference of opinion than my ex-moderators, which was Amber should be called out. Amber should be, you know, and people in the chat were like, no, both of them should be called out. Both of them, not just Amber, both of them, because both of them were in the wrong. And then you have an argument from the other side where it was like, well, we all know how Mallory is. She's a horrible person. But Amber this, well, I'm sorry, but Amber does have a past. Okay? She does have a past. I think it's something to be expected out of both of them. And like I said, I don't give a fuck. I say what I have to say and I keep it moving. I'm not saying that I will never call Amber out, but I'm saying I don't care to call her out now. I feel like there's bigger fish to fry. And that's it. I don't have to call people out when other people want me to. I can call people out whenever I want to. And technically, I did call her out. I did tell her how I felt. I did tell her that was wrong. Okay, but I was expected to listen to the whole live and do commentary on that live. Don't play that shit with me. This is my channel. If you don't like how I do something, then take the shit over to your own channel. Ain't that why you started a channel in the first place? I don't play that controlling shit. I'm not the type of person where I'm not friends with this person, so you shouldn't be friends with this person either. No, I don't play that shit. So it was just a big, difference of opinion. And there were people that were saying very condescending things. There were people that were making not good remarks. However, if there were people who were making horrible remarks, those people should have been blocked and deleted. But somehow, like I said, that night was different. No, it's no different than any other night. You see hate in the chat, you get rid of them. But the reason why people were not blocked and deleted is because it wasn't as much hate in the chat as the accusations were made. Okay. I hate to say this to you, but your chat was lit and believed you could have gained. And I believed you could have gained from that live, but the people that don't know you were turned off. That's their loss. You're talking about the Amber live stream, Erie? Or really, it was the Megamouth live stream. But you're talking about that live stream? Whoops, sorry. I accidentally pressed the mute button again. People say that Mallory attacks and often used the victim card. That's what I have heard from. Yeah, I've heard that too. And I've watched her do it. You can't use that when it's convenient for you. No, I don't count my numbers. I look at it like this. Yeah, the Amber versus, and that was not even what the live stream was supposed to be about. That's what pisses me off. But anyways, I personally, I'm not that type of, I don't count numbers. I don't, because I feel like if you're constantly counting numbers here on YouTube, that'll drive you crazy. You just have to do the best that you can. You can count your numbers every now and then. Yeah, there was a lot of people in my chat that night, but I don't think a lot of those people that were in my chat were actually there for me, if that makes sense. I just don't. I'm not really concerned about who I turn off and who I don't, because you either like me or you don't. There is no middle ground with me. I'm either the type of person that you're going to like or you're not going to like me. And I'm not going to sit here and be fake for nobody. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm someone that I'm not for nobody. I'm not going to sit here and be fake for views. I'm not going to sit here and be fake for subs. I'm not going to sit here and be fake for super chats and members. Either you like me or you don't. And I think with a lot of the people that were in here, either they liked me or they didn't. But at the end of the day, I do feel as though I want people to be here for me and like me for me. And if they don't, then this obviously I don't want them to be here. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, because at the end of the day, I'm not I think a lot of people pretend very well here on YouTube and it works for them. That would never work for me. I can't pretend to be anybody else but me. I can't act like I'm anybody else. I'm not going to pretend like I'm anybody else. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to be the best person that I can be day by day. And some people, you're just not their cup of tea. And I realize that. And I've learned a lot from YouTube. And I realize that the most. Not everybody's going to like you. And that's okay. Not everybody has to like you, but you're always going to find the right people. Like you guys are the right people. You're in here because you like to hear what I have to say. That's what I want. That's what creators build for themselves. Build people that just genuinely love them for who they are. So it sucks that things had to turn out the way that they did because they didn't have to be that way. But that's not my fault. But am I going to play the victim? Hell no. I'm not going to play the victim. I'm just saying it's not my fault. If you wanted something done or you wanted a specific person to be called out, well, we're supposed to be friends. You could have reached out to me behind the scenes. You could have said, hey, I want you to watch this video that Amber did. Tell me what you think of it. Do you think you would want to talk about this? And if I choose to talk about it, yeah, we can talk about this. As a matter of fact, why don't you join me on panel? I've done that before. But don't ever send me a live and expect for me to talk about or call a person out the way that you want it to be done. It just doesn't work like that. That's controlling. That's manipulative. That's deceitful. TSM, we want you to be you. You are genuine and people like that. That's all I want to be, just genuine. And I want to build a solid foundation here where everyone feels safe. That's important to me. And even that night when that live was going on, people want to make everything about them. But I don't even like the way I approached my chat. And I apologize to you guys for that. But that whole thing, that whole night pisses me off till this day, because you think that people are your friends and they're not, you guys. They're just not. Some people just aren't your friends. You have to be careful when it's on YouTube, and you really have to be careful when and if you choose to become a creator. And you may not know what I'm saying now, but you will if you choose to become a creator. Not everybody's your friend. Or people are your friend until you don't do what they want you to do. And you definitely found the wrong one with that. Because I don't do what nobody wants me to do, period. Except for my mom. And she's in heaven. I had a young Black gay girl next door to me. She didn't drive. I drove her around. Once she said what to do, you think people think when peeps see old white lady and Black gay girl driving around. I don't think they think anything, Becca. I don't think they do. My motto, you don't have to like me, but you're damn sure going to respect me. Amen. Women are not cowards. Always say it's not my business what you think of me. I'm not here to please anyone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't care for the drama either. There's small petty BS going on. I'm just like, damn, how old are we? I just couldn't imagine saying half the stuff that comes out of some creators' mouths. Such hypocrites. I agree, Erie. I agree. Yeah, that's a beautiful site, Becca. I don't think anybody would think anything bad. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome. I am just going to tell you guys that there is always going to be bigger and better things happening for all of us this new year, especially with my channel. I have a lot of things planned. However, please know that I'm a mother. I have 3 kids, two little kids. I have a fiance. I have a life outside of YouTube. And I wish that it could be easier to manage, but it's not. But I'm doing the best that I can to manage it all. And it's possible. It's if people can do it, I can do it. If Beyonce can do it, I can fucking do it, okay? It's just about trying to find that healthy balance, and that's where I'm at, because I want for us to have more like members only live streams. The only problem that I've always had with that is I feel bad for the rest of the people who maybe can't afford to be a member or things like that. But regardless, those are definitely things that I want to do. And at the same time, you have to understand that it's all about balance. It's being able to balance it all. Being a mom, trying to balance your channel, trying to balance other social media platforms. It's hard. It's hard, you guys, but I'm getting there. So please just be patient with me. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I appreciate your support. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys know that, but it's not easy. It's not. I wish it was easier, but it's not. But it will get easier. I'm not good with time management. I never have been. There's just not enough time in the day, and time goes by so fucking fast. It's like you wake up, it's noon, then I look at the clock again, it's freaking 9 o'clock. Then I look at the clock again, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's I'm a Gemini, you guys. My head is just constantly going crazy. Girl, it's okay. Look at MGL. She lives on live. Makes no sense when you're married and have a teen. Perfect as is. Thank you, Erie. Thank you, Commander. Thank you, Women Are Not Cowards. Thank you all. I love y'all. Y'all are the best. But I do and am looking forward to what's to come for this channel. Very much so. Very, very much so. And you guys will be happy with what's to come as well. And it's hard because if you guys even look, for the little time that I wasn't able to be here on the internet, it sets you back. You know, people, it literally pushes you out of the algorithm. It pushes you out, and then you have to go hard to get back in the algorithm. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works on social media. You can't take a break. You don't have a day off. You can have maybe one day off on social media, but when you're taking, 2-3 days off, well, not 2-3 days, I'd say like a week, you're being pushed out, and you have to fight your way back. So it's not easy. I'm terrible at time management too, Tia. Oh my God, Rachel, I'm horrible with it. But I do have a system in place, and I think it's going to work. I really, really do. Oops, I forgot to put my backdrop. I always forget, you guys. I always forget. Girl, give it time. You'll get a routine down, and we will be here every step of the way. Thank you, Selena. I love you, girl. Anything for Selena? Oh, I gotta put that. Hold on, you guys. I'm a mess. Let me put this stupid backdrop up here because I got all this stuff. Watch what the hell I got the backdrop for. I got the backdrop for you guys so it can look better. I just gotta change it again. There it goes. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. Like, I still cannot wait. I just don't know if I can do it. Because I want, and of course it has to be members only, because it's a members only live stream is not public. But I want for us to watch the what was it, Erie? Secret Life or whatever with MGL. I want us to watch that shit. I do, together. Like I said, it would have to be members only, but I'm afraid to even do it that way because can't they still find it even though it's private? I need to look into it and do more research because I don't want to get my channel striked because of it, Your laugh is my absolute favorite. Love you too, boo. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Happy New Year, Anastasia. How are you? Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're doing well. I wish you nothing but love and prosperity, wealth, happiness, good health, all of that. And it's good to see you, sweetie. We'll keep it a secret. It's not worth a strike. No, it's not worth a strike, but I do think if it's members only, I may be able to do it. We'll figure it out. I'm going to look into like the rules for members and see, and if you guys find out anything, please let me know. But otherwise, we can watch something else. So it sucks that things turn out the way that they do, but they do. Tia, it makes sense that you are a Gemini. A Gemini will make you experience joys you never have experienced. Geminis love deeply. They say you will never be loved like a Gemini will love you. Really? To be honest with you, all I've heard is I've heard positive things about Geminis, but I do hear that Geminis are very temperamental, which I am. Geminis are very highly intelligent, so they're kind of trapped inside their own brain. Marilyn Monroe was a Gemini. Tupac was a Gemini. Who else? Angelina Jolie is a Gemini. So think about just even Tupac. Geminis are very upfront, very straightforward, very They say Gemini has two different sides to them, which is very, very true. Hey, Mercedes, girl, how are you, sweetie? That's very true. Geminis do have two different sides. Kool-Aid said under a video today that she got 2 strikes from MGL last, oh my God, and wants to just burn her channel down. Of course, we all encouraged against that and said how much we love her channel. Listen, Kool-Aid, you may not watch this, but I'm telling you, she's going to continue to come after you. You know that. You know she's going to continue to try to come after you because she's jealous. She's mad because you literally have great content. She can't get away with shit. She can't lie about shit because you catch her every single time. So, of course, she is going to get mad and try to strike you because of that. But persevere. Okay? As long as you are following YouTube's rules, regulations, guidelines, you're fine. Don't let her intimidate you. Don't let her chase you off YouTube. She's not worth it. Your boyfriend is lucky because they say that Geminis will always stay flirty and keep the romance going in a long relationship or marriage. Yes, they do say that Geminis are very, we're kind of like full of surprises and constantly keep people on their toes. You never know what a Gemini is going to do. Never. You may be thinking that I'm going to do this, but I might turn around and do something completely different. I think that's the way all Geminis are. She must have been on a roll last night. MGL, go eat a box of chips. I'll Amazon it too. She's stuck on Kool-Aid. She is, very much. And it's because Kool-Aid is a great channel. She's intimidated by the channel. We knew this was going to happen, Kool-Aid. So just keep doing your thing. As long as you are following all of YouTube's rules and guidelines, you're fine. There's nothing that she can do. It can be discouraging sometimes. Like, we all get discouraged. I get discouraged on a daily basis. It's a battle. I'm not going to say that being a creator is hard because I think mentally it is, because it's almost like as a creator, you're getting on here every day, you're putting yourself out there, and you're breaking down your ego. Any type of ego you have, your ego will be put in check once you get on the internet, okay? Especially if your ego is inflated like some people. But I don't want to say that it's hard being a creator, because if it's something that you love and it's your passion, it's not hard. But mentally, it can break you, because you guys have to understand, in the mind of a creator, okay? Let's just say you're on here, you're talking about something. You could say one wrong thing, and tomorrow you'll find, or people will be messaging you saying, Tia, you're losing subscribers for some reason. You'll go look like, oh God, what did I do? You have to be able to keep yourself in check, keep your emotions in check, and understand that there's always, as long as you're working hard, no matter how many subscribers you lose, you're always going to get there. Okay, you're always going to get there. So that's why I don't pay attention to numbers. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff until it's time for me to. Because people are always going to have a problem with what you have to say. People are going to always say something about the way that you look. People are always going to be offended by something. You're never going to do everything right for everybody. Like I told you, people getting offended by my shorts, I had to realize you can't please everybody. Not everybody's going to like you. People are going to turn their backs on you. People are going to be that type of person where if you are not getting along with somebody, okay, that person is going to pick a side. Is everybody like that? No. If Erie and Selena aren't getting along with, let's just say, me and Erie, how do I put this? Let's just say
I have a problem with Selena. Erie has a problem with Selena. Am I going to tell Erie, you have to pick a side? Hell no. If Erie wants to continue to speak to Selena, even though I may not care for Selena, this is all example because I love Selena. But the point is, I would never make people choose sides. And I think people who do choose sides are small minded people. That's just my opinion. Okay. Unless a person has done something personally to you, okay, you should not have that small mindset of picking sides. I should be able to say to Erie, listen, I don't care for Selena, but if you like Selena, that's fine. Just know that if she ever talks about me, don't contribute to it. Because if you contribute to it, I will find out. And then you and I will no longer be friends. It's very simple, but people don't look at things that way. People always have to say, well, okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its tail. If y'all, whose side am I going to be on? Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's ridiculous. This isn't preschool. This isn't kindergarten. We are all adults, and we all should be perfectly capable of making our own decisions. You'll have only one friend, and she is the best friend I ever have. Fatima, I only have one or two. And my mother was always the one to tell me, Tia, you are lucky if you have one good friend in your whole life. One good friend. And to be honest with you, my boys are my best friend. My man is my best friend, and my one best friend that I look at her as best friend is, her name is Sophia. And that's it, I wouldn't either. That's just childish. Y'all be nice to me. Just an example. But I'm just saying that people are very predictable. And I have learned the hard way about that. Like, I've learned how the majority of people are always going to choose sides. They just are. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you're going to be. Just like, even, and that those are, and people choose sides for their own personal reasons. They could choose sides because they may say, okay, I just don't see things the way she does. Or it could be just because it could be many of things. So yeah, I'm at the beginning of last stream. You have said everything I need to do. Look after me inside out. You're on big screen and little screen. And my kids are my best friend. Liz is my number one. Method to the madness. I like your name, and thank you for being here. I always want people to know that sometimes it's your family members that are your best friends. Yeah, I read that. They say cancers are known to be psychic, which is interesting. I was tested for psychic abilities of a young age and scored high. Really, FoxyBot? Have you ever did readings or anything, FoxyBot, or no? That's pretty cool. Thank you, FoxyBot, for the super sticker. Love you. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate that. How do you get tested for that, FoxyBot? What do they do? But just as a creator, and any creator that's been through this, they're gonna know what the hell I'm talking about, right? You're always going to find that person, right? That you're like, oh, this person is so nice, such a sweetheart, blah, 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 blah. And eventually that person is going to show you their true colors. It always works out like that. It sucks, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, I don't understand why people are like this. I never, ever, ever want anybody to look at me as a victim. Even when Megamouth was attacking me and lying on me and slandering me, I never wanted y'all to see me as a victim. Never. I would never want to be a victim. I'm a survivor of a lot of things. I'm nobody's victim. And, you know, you can choose to be whatever you want to. But some people are so set on being the victim and so set on, I'm just this sweet, innocent person that was done so wrong, you know, and because people are going to do whatever they can to try to make you look bad as a person. They're going to try to make you look like you're this horrible, horrible person because things weren't done the way that they wanted them to be done. And it's sad. It's disgusting. It is, to me, very, very dehumanizing, but that's how people want others to look at you in that way. But I would challenge other people that listen to that shit, challenge your brain a little bit and go see things for yourself, like Commander did. Commander didn't go by nobody else's word. Commander went and seen for their self. They're like, okay, I listened to Tia's side. Let me go over here and listen to this side. And then they went back to the live stream and watched. People depend on others to be small-minded and to not do their own due diligence. That's what's sad. My dad was a scientist. His friend was is it parapsychology, and had me tell him color instead of playing cards. That was the test. I remember he just did tests like that. Wow. So have you ever, or did you say that already? Hold on, let me look. Mercedes girl, all Unirock was talking about was tragedy pimps. There was someone that commented about talking about her all the time. I had never seen a person in chat. Pretty sure it was Molly. My middle son and grandson are cancers. What I do know about cancers, not much, but I do know that cancers are homebodies. Like they're like the hermit crab. That's what I do know. I don't know a lot about signs, but I do want to talk about that one day. And maybe you can join me on panel, Foxybot, because I would love to talk about signs. That would be cool. I don't know much about signs. Right. I would love to be tested. So do you think you have those abilities, Selena, too? Like psychic abilities? But no, I mean neither, Erie. I never knew you could be tested for it. That's pretty cool. Tia, deeply insecure people operate like that because they are missing something inside. I agree. I agree with that. You know, I just, all I can do is strive to be a better person than I was the day before, right? And I am the type of person where I can move on easily if I see something in you that I feel is evil. Something about you that taints my spirit. And that's how I felt when all of that stuff went down in my chat that night when we were talking about Mallory, Amber, and Megamouth. I didn't like what happened. I didn't like the way I was lied to. I did not like how I was put on the spot. I did not like, because I don't play that shit. I don't play it when people try to dictate to me what they want me to do and manipulate me into what they want me to do. Manipulation does not work with me. You may think that it does, but it doesn't. I've dealt with manipulation too long throughout my life in an abusive relationship. So therefore, I know manipulation when I see it. And I'm just, I don't wish any ill will towards this person. But I do think that she is not a nice person. And it sucks when you think someone is a nice person and they turn out to be the complete opposite of what you thought they were. But I just don't think that manipulative people are nice. I just don't. And a manipulative person is always going to be that person who is controlling and excuse me, thinks that people need to choose sides and all of that kind of stuff. And I just don't play that shit. But it doesn't mean that I'm not able to move on with my life and wish that person well. And hope that they do amazing in life. Yes, I know. I do. It kind of bothers me though. What bothers you, sweetie? Yes, cancers are very quiet, sensitive, and also intuitive. Yes, very, very quiet. Very quiet. My daughter just hurt herself and the doctor is closed. Anyone know if the undernose is stitch able? Meaning if you can put stitches? I think so. I mean, but don't quote me on that. Try to Google it, Fatima. Okay, Foxy. I will get a hold of you. Or you get a hold of me and we'll plan and schedule a live. What like and what are you talking about? Tia, I was in first grade when he tested me. That young. I think everybody has a little bit of psychic in them though, don't you guys think? Everyone has a little bit of that in them, but I do believe in psychics. I do believe that a lot of them out there are not psychic. A lot of people who claim to be psychic are frauds, but I do believe that there are psychics out there. Yeah, sending prayers to your daughter, but did you try Googling it to see? I am taking her to the doctor in the morning, to a surgeon because she has a urgent care. Did you take her to urgent care, Fatima? Because usually urgent care would unless they recommended for you to just follow up with a doctor, because maybe at urgent care that there's only so much they can do. I know that. Now I think an emergency room probably could have done that right there. Oh, it just happened. So if you don't want to take her to the emergency room, because obviously emergency rooms are open 24 hours, then it probably would be easier and better if she was to see her doctor. But if it's really, really bad, you would want to take her to the emergency room. Selena, you feel like a psychic? I hope she feels better, Fatima. Sending prayers for her, sweetie. She'll be okay. How old is she? Wow. I'm learning a lot tonight, you guys. She's 5. Oh, 5-year-olds, man. Well, my little guy is 6, right? And thank God he hasn't, like, knock on wood, he hasn't injured himself at all. But I'm just praying that it never happens. You know what I'm saying? But 5-year-olds, oh my gosh, my 5-year-old was always getting into stuff when he was 5. He was always very clumsy when he was 5. I feel like they tend to be more accident prone when they're 5. So because they're so curious. I would go to the emergency room. CJ said that you should probably take her to the emergency room, Fatima. I definitely think we have ESP ability, but I think we are shamed to use it. Hold on, I like this comment too. I think we are ashamed to use it as we age because people don't understand it. It's like anything. It's like anything. If you don't use it, then you won't develop. Amen. I agree with that. Fatima, anything is stitchable. Go get some butterfly band-aids and close the cut. Normally, doctor won't do stitches after a certain amount of time passes. Well, that's why I think maybe CJ was saying, take take her to the hospital. Tia. That's what a lot of people say, Ari. I see a lot of his dad in him, but I do see myself as well. He's like a good he has a good amount of both of us. He has a lot of his dad's features and he has a lot of mine too. Yes, if she needs to just within a couple hours of it happening, because the tissue won't allow them to do stitches after a certain time. Well, maybe it's better safe than sorry. Fatima, maybe you should take her to the hospital. I personally would take her to the ER too. The children's ER wait here is insane right now. Bring snacks and entertainment for y'all. Agreed. I agree. He does, Ari. He does. He has my eyes for sure. I think he has his dad's, but he has my shape, if that makes any sense. Go to the ER. Better be safe than sorry. That's what I'm saying. It's better to be safe than sorry, Fatima. You might want to take her to the ER just to be safe. I mean, that's what I would do, especially because if what people are saying that which I didn't know, that you only have a certain amount of time before the doctors can do stitches. You don't want her to go to the doctors tomorrow and there's nothing that they can do for her and then it ends up scarring. You don't want that. So I would definitely take her to the ER, and I will be praying, and keep me posted on how she's doing, Fatima. If you can get a hold of me, my email is in my about section. Thank you for that suggestion, CJ. So, Selena, before I wrap this up, I truly want to know, like with FoxyBot, she was tested and everything like that. And I want to elaborate on what FoxyBot said earlier about how when we're young, and for example, when we have an imaginary friend when we're young, what is the first thing that our parents say to us? Okay. One of the first things that our parents say to us is, they may pretend like that imaginary friend is there, but after a certain amount of time, it's like, okay, you don't have an imaginary friend. Our parents tend to protect us a little bit too much and protect us from everything, but it's out of fear, obviously. So when your little child sees that imaginary friend, they probably do see an imaginary friend. Okay. We don't know who our child is talking to and who may be visiting our child, but we're so scared and so fearful that we're like, no. Okay. Yeah. You have an imaginary friend. It's cool, but it's not real. We don't encourage our children to embrace the unknown. And until we encourage our children to embrace the unknown, there are abilities that our children may have that they're fearful of, so they don't develop what could be a really strong psychic abilities that they have. They could be clairvoyant, anything. But we as parents, we always are so fearful of the unknown that we do that to our kids too. Now, if we more or less embraced what our children see and say, if our children or your child comes to you and says, hey, look over there, I see grandma. Well, of course, we're going to be like, no, 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 you don't see anything, blah, 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 blah. We brushed it off. No, you don't see anything. But if you embraced it and said, really, where? Okay, what's she saying to you? How is she saying it? What does she look like? And just embrace that imaginary friend and say, I want to talk to your imaginary friend too. That's different. And I think that's something that we as parents should do more. Instead of being fearful of the unknown, embrace the unknown, especially if our child, okay, has those type of abilities. Encourage it. Don't be afraid of it. But that's easier said than done, right? Last time I went to Children's Hospital to pick up my daughter's scripts, this poor mom with a 3-month-old waited 11 hours. I think that is ridiculous. 3 hours. Come on now. I mean, what if something would have happened within those 11 hours? What if something would have happened within those 11 hours of her sitting there in that waiting room? Like, no. That's ridiculous. Anastasia, that would came me to know and see. 11 hours is just too long. It will scar if she needs stitches. I am CPR trained, so is her dad. And that's good too, Fatima. I never had an imaginary friend. Some people haven't, but some people, there's a lot of kids who have, and parents are so afraid of it that they're like, no, 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 you don't see anything, or they may see something up in the sky, or they may wake up and say, hey, mom, I was in a whole new different universe last night. And we're just like, no, oh, you were just dreaming. Not necessarily. Have you ever heard of astral projection? That's a whole other topic for a different day. Because my boyfriend can do that. He does that. So I think it needs to be embraced more. Sometimes it's okay to embrace the unknown. They won't wait that long because she needs stitches. So that's a plus. Right. If she needs stitches, they'll probably get her in there pretty fast. I remember as a kid, someone telling me ghosts were bad. I said, not the Holy Ghost. That's a good one. Especially as a kid, you saying that. Her dad looked at it after the bleeding stopped, and she is okay. Okay. As long as she's okay, and you don't think she needs stitches, Fatima. My daughter, when she sees lights flicker, she says paranormal activities. Well, it's true though. Like, especially if the lights start flickering out of nowhere. That's happened to me before. But I will say, Selena, if you feel like you have those abilities, embrace it. Like, you want to do a reading, let me know. Let one of us know in here. You see something, I'm just saying, like, embrace it. I think that's awesome. Dang it, when I was small, again, I hate autocorrect. But we still know what you mean, though. I hate autocorrect, too. They always get it wrong, that damn autocorrect. When I was smiling in church, they were saying the Lord's Prayers. My mom said when they were talking about daily bread that I screamed out, can we ask him for some That's funny. Y'all are something else, man. Oh, shit. But I think that that's definitely something that we all should talk about. And like I said, Selena, if you ever want to come up on panel and talk about it, or reading, whatever, like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you feel as though, I don't know if you have a business out of it or if it's just something that you are discovering, I'm not sure. I would have to know your story. However, it's something you could even turn into a business, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a gift. You know, you can use that to your advantage and help people, you know? See, is your boyfriend a Buddhist? Because many Buddhists believe they can astral project. The excuse me, the comedian Margaret Chow has a bit she knows about her mommy astral projecting. It's funny. He's not a Buddhist. He is, you know, he's from a Christian family, and it's something that his whole family has, not his whole family, but his mother, his aunt, his nana. It's a gift that they have, that they know how to do it. And I think it's awesome. I do believe in astral projection. Absolutely. 100%. And it's funny. It was I think it was Thanksgiving, or I think it was my boyfriend's mother's birthday. We went to her house, my mother-in-law's house, and his aunt was there, and she was telling me about all the beautiful things that she sees. Now, what people don't know is anybody can astral project. Anybody can. However, some people do it easier than others. I think for some people it comes naturally, and for some people you have to work at it. And for my boyfriend and his mother and his nana and his aunt, it comes naturally, and his sister too. But for some people, you have to be able to work at it and meditate to astral project. But I do believe in it. I do believe that it's real, and you can't be fearful of astral projection. Now, that's the main thing that they say. And when you do research about astral projection, you cannot be fearful, or it's not going to work for you. However, for my boyfriend, it works naturally, even though it can stop him from seeing some really amazing things from being fearful, if that makes sense. They can mess with people and everything. The bangs in the night, the voices you hear could actually be them. You mean like ghost, Fatima? I am awake again. Hello. Hi. And by golly, Huragan, Cajun, Foxybot, where you been? Hello, Painty Black, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, the gin. Okay. You're welcome, Selena. I'm just saying, I'm sure you practice on your family, Selena. You could practice on me. You could probably practice on Foxy, but I'm just saying, I encourage you to do something with it. Because I'm just saying, just message me, Selena. We can talk about it. But I don't like drama when it comes to people that, you know, I don't care to speak about. I unfortunately, sometimes things just don't work out in life, and I'm more than willing, if people admit to their wrongdoings, that's different. But I do have a problem when it comes to people who literally are very, very blatantly obvious with the things that went down. You know, it's over and it's done with now. You learn and you grow and you move on. Okay. I don't have a problem with this person, but what I will say is that I don't have time for this person. nor do I care what she thinks of me, what she has to say. I find it very, very ironic how she still continues to keep talking about me over and over and over again, which says more about her than it does me. But also, I don't give a fuck about you. I wish you well. I hope you have an amazing life. Okay. I hope everything works out in your life, your channel, everything. But look in the mirror before you call somebody a hypocrite, okay? Point blank, period. When people show you who they are, believe them, okay? You can't trust everybody. You cannot think that people are your friends, because 9 times out of 10, they're not. And that's okay. But I am going to keep this short. Don't worry about what's going on with me, my channel, my members, whatever. Worry about your damn self and what's going on with your channel, you, and what you gonna do. Don't worry about me. Secondly, thirdly, fourthly, lastly, what the fuck ever. You can think whatever you want to of me. I don't give a fuck. But when you see things that you see, and you see how blatantly obvious it is that the only one who is a hypocrite is you, okay? Because at the end of the day, even though I don't care for the things that Amber does, you don't see me in her chat. You don't see me, talking to her. Like, I would love to talk to Amber, and I will hopefully one day to talk to her to say, hey, why do you have to go there? You don't have to go there with people. We have a mutual friend, and I respect that mutual friend. And, she really, really adores Amber. And that's her choice. That's her choice. But I don't, you don't see me in her chat. You don't see, her in my chat. Not often. You don't see any of that stuff. A hypocrite is somebody who complains about things, says they're not something, who says that they defend it, but yet turn around and support the same thing that they say that they're against. Who's the hypocrite here? Because it's not me. Okay? You look fucking stupid. Like, some people, their comprehension is a little bit different, and there's nothing I can do about that. But all I'm going to say is that you don't see me supporting that type of behavior. You don't see me in Amber's chat supporting those types of things and the things that she has said. But yet you can be blatantly in somebody's chat knowing that they have said racist things. But I'm the hypocrite. Get a fucking clue, okay? Okay. Again, get a fucking clue, okay? Okay. So that's all I have to say about that, because at the end of the day, I want to get back to what we're supposed to be talking about. And this was a really, really good conversation. I'm glad that we were able to have this conversation. Period. Oh God. Don't even get me started on that. Oh my gosh. You guys seen with her? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to save that for a video, but she had like a porno that came out. Crazy. And she's a minor. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, but I got to find out, do more research, and we'll talk about that. The period girl. Oh my gosh. Like, so many horrible things has been happening to her. She kind of took a step back from the internet. Like, that's what happens when you go viral and you grow like that. People will do some pretty disgusting things to you. Tia, once I heard / dreamed perfect voices from a choir all singing. I think I heard the angels for some reason. I got peak of heaven, I think, when I dreamed that and woke up. Wow. See, that can be scary though, you know? Miss you all. I pray soon all my health issues will let me be back for good, Tia. Well, we're all praying for you. Penny Black, I hope everything's okay. If you need me, you can reach out to me by email, but I will keep you in my prayers. I hope everything's okay. And if you need me, I'm always here, sweetheart. They can mess with people and everything. The bangs in the night, the voices you hear could actually be them. I'll have to do more research on that, Fatima. Tia, once, okay, I read that. That's what Tyler Perry said. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. I'm sure that's probably a Tyler Perry quote. Period, point blank, poo. I feel calmness around you, Tia. You are a good person. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I hope your daughter's okay. Are you sure she doesn't need to be seen or anything? Everything's okay? Tia likes to think God allows our loved ones to come in our dreams. Where my papa died, came to me, felt the warmth of his hands holding mine. I think so. He could reassure me he was okay. That's happened to me before. One time I was sitting on the couch and I could feel somebody holding my hands, and I just felt I could feel it was my mom. You know, I could feel her presence. I know it was her. It was scary at first, but I could feel her. She just came, sat next to me. She sat next to me and she was just holding my hand. When I was little, I had an imaginary friend. He lived in a tree. I would make my mom set up a place for him at the dinner table. And I bet your mom, did she like talk to your imaginary friend? Did she embrace that, or was she scared? Let's see here. Penny Black, has a doctor been able to get to the bottom of why you were blacking out and having amnesia? Please make sure you tell a doctor who will pay attention and help you. Yeah, because doctors, they don't do that. Like, thank God I found hopefully a really good doctor. He seems like a really good doctor. Because there are things that are, you know, that I want to check and make sure is okay with me too. So I hope that you found a really good doctor, Penny Black. And like I said, if you need me, I'm here. Is it Maya Angelou who said that? I love Maya Angelou. She was a genius, a genius. I love your spirit. You have a very calming spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, please be careful with the doctors that you choose. That's very important. I'm working with a cardiologist and a neurologist, hon. So many tests. Plus, I stay dizzy and nauseous. They think I may have another autoimmune disease. I hope not. I'm praying that you don't. Let's not say that because we don't know. You don't know yet. So instead of thinking it or even saying it or even speaking it, let's just pray that that's not it. Okay? Yeah, she is fine. Her dad looked again, said she was fine. He grew up in Egypt when problems were happening and is trained in medical stuff because he had to get people to the hospital. Okay. Well, as long as she's okay. Yes, I love Maya Angelou. Tia, that's the famous Black poet that Clinton appointed, Maya Angelou, that said, when people that tell you who they are, believe them. She was in mute for many, many years due to trauma. Yes, Maya Angelou, amazing phenomenal woman. And she actually has a poem that's called Phenomenal Woman on Maya Angelou. She was amazing. Yes, ma'am, don't put it out there for, yes, just please don't say it. Let's not say it. Let's not write it. Let's just pray that everything's going to be okay and that you don't have anything wrong with you. And if you do, that they're able to treat it, find the problem and treat it. You know what I mean? Tyler Perry said it in one of his plays too. Yeah, I love Tyler Perry. I don't like everything that Tyler Perry does though, but I do love Tyler Perry though. I love Medea. Who doesn't love Medea? Love me some Medea. But I think that's something, because I'm getting to a place now where not only am I religious, but I'm also trying to grow spiritually as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's so many misconceptions out there, and there are so many things that they have condemned as evil that's not evil. The only way it's evil is if you use it for evil. And I feel like on this spiritual journey that I'm definitely going to be more dedicated to coming into 2023, I want to talk to you guys about that kind of stuff. Not everybody believes in spirituality, but I urge you to try to look at it, to try to look at spirituality as more of a good thing, not an evil thing. How about that? Some people look at it as evil. So I want to talk to you guys about that too, because spirituality, I feel like is important too, just like religion, Me too, Tia. I was delivered from drugs and alcohol. God set me free. That is amazing, child of God. Same here. I've struggled with addiction, and God has got me through many, many things in life. So, but I do want to get more in touch with my spiritual side too. So be prepared to talk about that. And if any of you guys are more spiritual than religious, email me, because I want somebody who is more spiritual to come up on panel to talk about it. Tia Simone, she had selective mutism due to physical and emotional trauma and later became the poet. Yeah, I didn't know that she had such emotional trauma. I didn't know that, but that is obviously interesting because Maya Angelou was very outspoken. Obviously, as she grew older into an adult, she was so outspoken, and just her words had so much power, her words, so much significance, and she was very spiritual too. I just loved Maya Angelou. I didn't know Medea was Tyler Perry for the longest time, like Robin Williams was Mrs. Doubtfire. That's one of my favorite movies, Mrs. Doubtfire. I love Mrs. Doubtfire. It's one of my favorite movies. I don't mind talking about God, because the Bible, if you be ashamed of me, I will be ashamed of you before my Father. Absolutely. I feel like a lot of people, are religious, but a lot of people are afraid to talk about spirituality, because people who are religious look at spirituality as something that can be considered as evil, things like that, and it's not. And I think I want to talk about that whole misconception of spirituality and how people think that you can't do both, and you absolutely can. You absolutely can. As a matter of fact, religion and spirituality, it goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about that. Maybe Saturday we can talk about that. I think that would be a very interesting live stream to talk about spirituality. You too, Selena? Like I said, message me, sweetheart. I want to talk to you. All right. 2:30 in the morning. Every single time I come on here, it's 11 o'clock and then it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It goes so fast when I'm on here talking to you guys. So you guys know I try to keep it very drama free over here, and I try to not say names. I don't not say names because if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. If you don't, you can always message me. I have no problem telling you. But I don't believe in people. Some people will purposely talk about you for clout. Okay. And because they know you're going to respond and they want that reaction out of you. They want to piss you off. They want to make you use their name and be pissed. And then no, I won't do that shit. I don't play that shit. I don't do that. If you want to know, you're more than welcome to message me to know who that person is. But does it really matter? No. A lot of you were there that night when the whole Mallory live and Megamouth and we were talking about Amber for a little bit. A lot of you guys were there. So you guys know what happened. You've seen it for yourself. And it was still to this day pisses me off. And the reason why it pisses me off is because somebody that I thought was my friend and trusted made it seem like it was just this horrible thing in the chat and everybody was being horrible and brought me to a point where I was being very mean, not mean, but very nitpicky to my chat. All because I was going by the word of somebody else. And I will never fucking do that again. Never, ever. I learned from that night. And I said what I had to say. And I continued on. Because even if I'm talking to somebody behind the scenes, okay, and they're talking to me, anytime you use something against me that I once confided into you, okay, that I once confided to you, and you use that against me as ammo to hurt me, you lose all arguments with me, all bets are off. I think you are a horrible, horrible, evil, awful person because I don't do that shit to nobody. I don't throw things up in people's face when they confided to me at a vulnerable time. That's fucked up. It's ignorant. It's immature. And it's beneath me. So I said what I had to say and I kept it moving. People can think whatever it is that they want to think about me, but I felt it was necessary to speak about this because you have the audacity to call somebody a hypocrite when you are supporting somebody that is what you say that you've always stood against. Make it make sense. And girl, bye. Okay? Deuces. So, I'm done talking about that. I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys. I'm glad that this conversation kind of swayed into something better. And hold on, let me read you guys' comments. I'm not religious. I study religion though. And spirituality, it was one of my majors at uni. Well, then maybe you can come up and talk about spirituality as well. Google is watching. Her exact quote is, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Amen. I agree. And it's very true. It's very true. A lot of people like to give the benefit of the doubt though. I say, believe that person when they show you who they are. Don't argue with it. Don't go back and forth with it. Cut them off. In 2023, if you didn't do it in 2022, cut these people off that are toxic. Cut people off that try to control you. Cut people off that you know is not good for you. Don't play with people who are low vibrational people. Don't play with people who have those low vibrations, because that they can bring you down. You don't want that. You want to surround yourself with people who have high vibrations. Okay? Too late on serious hurt. Foxybot, but I promise you I'm a fighter and I will walk with Christ. No quitting. So glad I spoke up tonight. Glad you are doing better, Foxybot. Yes, absolutely. And just continue to pray, and I'll pray, and be careful with what you speak. Okay. Hey, Unleashed Extreme, how are you? It's good to see you. Tia, I just seen your TikTok. I love it. That voice sound just like you. Which one? Which one? Child of God. Tia, they were a horrible person to do that. I don't care how mad I am. I don't throw things that people share in their face. That's low down and rotten. It is. It is. My circle is small. I don't even talk to myself. Mine too, Selena. Mine too. And to be honest with you, I definitely talk to myself a lot more these days than I ever have, and I'm okay with it. Sometimes I'm better off talking to my 7-year-old. Okay. Truth is, everyone's going to hurt you. You just have to find the ones worth suffering for. Maya Angelou. Is she the one who said that? I thought that was Jimi Hendrix who said that. Maya Angelou said that? Okay. The one I did 2 days ago. Oh, yeah. That was fun to do. That was a fun one. Thank you for watching that short, Sue. I'm glad you like it. I'm not afraid to say I talk to myself. I'm all right with that. I'm all right. It's just the truth. Like, people should talk to themselves. You should learn to be your own best friend. It's okay. It's okay to be your own best friend. Everyone should be their own best friend. See, I agree. Surround yourself with with positive, uplifting people who build you up, not tear you down. Absolutely, Foxybot. I have cut off my whole family. My husband's family is the best. They're amazing. That's good that you cut toxic people out of your life, Fatima. Sometimes people with low vibrations can teach us something, though, like a life lesson. I think everyone is brought into your life for a reason, even if it's just that they're there for a short period of time. Everyone is brought into your life for a reason, but it's up to you to choose if that person has a negative impact, okay, has a negative effect on your life or whatever. It's up to you to choose to get rid of that person. Because if you continue to associate with that person, that's low vibrational, right? So everybody comes into your life for a reason. We all learn things from people. We all do. So yeah, everybody that comes into our life, you should learn something from every single person that comes into your life. Every single person that you have an interaction with, or that you have, built some kind of relationship with, even if it's for a short period of time, you should learn from that person. Every day should always be a learning experience. And I always keep that in my head. Tia, sorry, it was Bob Marley. I don't know why. I wrote that. Yeah, because Bob Marley, I remember that quote because I have shared that quote many times to my Facebook because it's so true. Everybody's going to hurt you in your life, but I feel like when Bob Marley or Jimi Hendrix, either one of them, I think it's Bob Marley, yes. Bob Marley, you have to find the ones that are worth suffering for. It's because it's just depending upon how they hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people might say things that they don't mean, they apologize. Like, yeah, everybody's going to hurt you in some way, shape, or form, but it's about the way that they do it, if that makes sense. And I think that's what that quote, that's the meaning of that quote. My mom just went doing with me and never said I was nuts. Now my brother and sister were a different story. That's the same thing with me and my 2 brothers. I made a mistake, chat. I meant Bob Marley for my last quote. That's okay. I knew it was either I made a mistake too. So it wasn't Jimi Hendrix. It was Bob Marley. I thought it was Jimi Hendrix though, but you're right. It's Bob Marley. I am the captain of my ship. I have the right to choose who gets on. Oh, I like that. Women are not cowards. That is beautiful. And I like that picture. Women are not cowards. I'm good, thank you. Some creeps tried to silence me by trying to mess with my lovely family, but I'm over it and ready to fight back. Yes, Unleashed Extreme. I'm sorry that people were doing that to you. They try to break you. They do. Don't let them. And I say that to people because there are people where they are trying to be silenced by, she's, reporting channels, all that kind of stuff. Don't let that woman break you. That's exactly what she wants to do to you. Okay? Take it as a compliment, because only weak people like that try to break strong people. And don't let her break you. And I'm so glad to hear that, Unleashed Extreme. I mean, I'm really glad to see you. Just don't answer yourself right. Talk to yourself, but once you start answering yourself, no, don't do that. Be careful who you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. That's a good one too. And I love quotes by Al Capone. One of my favorite quotes by him. And it describes me to a T. I'm nice to everyone. Okay? I'm nice to everyone. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I am nice to everyone. However, if you're unkind to me, weak is not what you're going to remember about me, because people take kindness for weakness. People think if you're kind, you're weak. You're not going to remember me as being weak if you're unkind to me. That's all I can say. And that is by Al Capone. Tia, yeah, you don't take back people that do you dirty like that just described. You cut them out of your life for your own well-being. Sometimes you have to do that with destructive family. Exactly. You're always on point with your words, Foxy Bot. You really are. My mother would always say, you can talk to yourself, but don't answer yourself. And that's the truth. I do too. Thank you, Tia. Yes, that I think I love that picture too. He had some good ones, but he did not say the kind word and a gun quote. A lot of our quotes are often mistaken as his own quotes. Even if it's not, it fits him perfectly, right? No, because even if I'm the type of person where I will try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but when you do something like that, that shows me that you're that type of person. If somebody confides something in you, you're going to use that against them in the long run. That's disgusting. That's evil. It's low vibrational. And I don't want anything to do with people like that. And once you do something like that, there is no more arguing. There is no more going back and forth. There is no more talking to you, because to me, it's beneath me. Like, anybody who does something like that is a horrible person, in my opinion. You don't just throw things in people's face when they confide in you over something that they're vulnerable about or they're insecure about, whatever the situation is. People who do that kind of stuff, they're not good people. All right. It's 2:37. You have to set your moral boundaries. You can't let people treat you bad, or they will keep doing it. Absolutely. Sometimes people think I'm cruel because I can cut off bad people very quickly, but I need to protect my peace. I'm like that too, Unleashed Extreme. I'm exactly like that. I will cut you off and never look back. And that's what I've done. I said what I had to say and I kept it moving. Okay. But my name is still in this person's mouth. You want to talk, go ahead and talk. But all I'm saying is if you're going to talk about hypocrites, make it make sense and take a look at yourself. Period. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to wrap this up. It's 2:38. I love getting on here talking with you guys. That's why it goes so damn fast. I will be on here tomorrow for sure. We will be talking about Shanquella, and if she's ever going to get justice. And then we'll also probably be talking about, excuse me, doing commentary on the Kool-Aid channel. I have that live scheduled. I just didn't make it public yet. So I hope to see you guys all here tomorrow. I will be live earlier than today. Today was just random. When somebody reached out to me and told me stuff, they didn't tell me stuff. They just thought that there were some things that I should know. So it was random, but tomorrow, obviously, I will be here. I'm excited about tomorrow's live, especially if you are alone and confide in a certain person and they blast you for it in front of a bunch of people. That's been done to me in the past too. I cannot stand that. But period, nobody should ever take something that you said, you know, as in confiding in them and use that against you. Nobody should ever do that to you. And if they do, get rid of them fast. I mean it. Get rid of them fast. All right. I adore you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember how beautiful you are. Strive to be beautiful on the inside as well as out. Give somebody a compliment. Anybody, when you go to the store, walking down the street, give somebody a compliment. You never know how much it can change their entire day. Good karma will always come your way when you do things like that. I love you guys all. Thank you to my amazing mods. Thank you to my amazing members. I love y'all, all of you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And if I try to do a members only live stream, I might. I will put it in the members only chat. I love y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for talking with me. And thank you guys for just being you. You guys are amazing, amazing people. And I'm very, very blessed to have each and every one of you. Thank you for your kind words. And thank you for being so supportive of me. I love y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow for sure. Have an amazing rest of your night. Deuces. Love y'all.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling.